I've never had anybody in my family graduate college. Never had any. Well, I'm sorry, my mom. I'm sorry, mom. I didn't mean to say that.
Are you going to hear about that?
Right. But I've never had somebody that's famous, or so I never had somebody to pinpoint what success looked like. So even in wrestling, I would kind of subconsciously self-sabotage. And I realized I was doing it my last fight when I fought Kelleher, and I was like, why did I let myself get submitted? And I had to really like internally dive down, because I know I can bust out. I'm a thug. I could bust out of anything. You know what I'm saying? Not really a thug, but I can bust out of anything. And I gave up, and I had to think back like why. And I realized like I've been doing this for years because I've been let down so much in my life that you know what I mean. If I do it, then I won't have the pressure of that being let down again. And so it's important for me to be successful for these kids so they don't have to do and face the same things that I've had to do and face.
And I think probably one of the things you teach them is as well as being respectful when you win, being humble. And I want to ask you about that. After your win, you went over to your opponent, and it looked like you had a nice long discussion with him after. Can you kind of clue us into what you had said to him? It looked like there was a lot of respect going on right there.
Yeah, I respect everybody, and we all have families that we have to support, and I know that this was his last fight, and it kind of makes me feel bad, like at the end of the day, because he was on his third fight, and that was his third fight in a row that he lost, and I'm sure he's probably, I don't know if he's gonna get cut, but I'm sure he might, and I just told him like, keep your head up, man. I know what it's like to be on that end of the stick, not in this sport, but another sport. And I told him, like, don't be afraid to throw your punches out there. Like, he was real hesitant. You know what I'm saying? He was real hesitant when he was throwing his punches. I could feel his aura giving off that in his fight, that he was just like hesitating to throw those punches. And I said, man, don't hesitate to throw your punches, man. I said, throw your punches. Like, wherever you fight next, go out there and throw those punches.
And then just one last one, jumping back into this fight, when he threw that head kick and it kind of got stuck on your shoulder, I'm sure that's maybe something that you've practiced a couple times in training, where that opening, when his leg sort of got caught and you had that opening to throw that punch, did you know that it was going to be lights out?
Yeah, so I'm gonna correct you. His leg didn't get caught. I kind of caught it myself. Okay. So I rolled that kick. I'm known in my gym for catching kicks. That's what I do. I catch leg kicks, body kicks all the time. So it didn't get stuck. I kind of rolled it, and like in football, hang time. You know what I'm saying? There was about half a millisecond or whatever of hang time that I created, and so it gave me enough time to fire off that cross.
That's a great breakdown. Lastly, for me, looking at 2021, the rest of the year, what sort of goals are you setting for yourself? How many more times do you want to get in there? And by the end of the year, where are you envisioning yourself in a division somewhere?
At flyweight, I want to get in there as much as it'll take me to get a championship shot. Like I said, I want a title. So whatever it takes to get that belt, that's what I want. Whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't know how many fights it's going to take, but however many fights it takes to get the belt, that's what I envision for 2021.
So are you a high school teacher or?
Fifth and sixth grade.
Fifth and sixth grade. What do your students think about their teacher, the badass?
Man, they don't care. They do not care, man. My students will, like, it's because they're so used to me. You know what I mean? Like they do. No, I'm just kidding. They love it. They love that I fight and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like it's like I'm just like I'm like dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, dad could be president of the United States, but dad is still dad. You know what I'm saying? Dad can tell you do your homework, but you're still gonna give dad attitude. No matter if dad's the president of the United States or not, you're still about to give dad attitude about doing his homework. So it's the same.
When do you go back to the classroom?
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, I go back Monday. I miss them all, man. And if you guys are watching, I love all you guys, and I'm excited to see you. It's been a week, so I'm excited to see them.
Do you think they got their homework done?
They better. They better.
All right, thanks.
Will you stay as a teacher if your career really takes off and you keep going? Will you stay as a teacher, or do you hope to be fighting full time at one point?
Well, I'm an assistant teacher. Shout out to the actual teacher in the classroom, Leslie Bowman. Shout out to you. But I get that question all the time. And the thing about it is, those kids have been there for me way before the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Those kids have been there for me long before that. So it's not, will I stay? You know, of course I'm going to stay. Like, they're the reason why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have gotten this far without them. Without the trials and tribulations in my life, I go to school and, you know, seeing their smiles and hugs and all that stuff, they're the reason why I'm here. So I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to abandon them. They face that too much already.
I think that's a great answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, kind of to your right, in the back.
Oh, I see you. All right.
I'm behind all these cameras.
It's all good.
Are you virtual teaching right now, or are your kids actually in the classroom?
I am. I'm virtual teaching right now. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it's, you know, it's the life I live right now.
Yeah, how has that actually been for you to balance your training and the virtual teaching as well? I mean, everybody's trying to figure it out as they go, but your day job and your other day job require you to stay micro-focused every time.
Actually, it's been good because you know, I let the teacher and I let the kids have a lot of downtime when they're doing their work. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to just sit in front of the computer all day. So they get like an hour and a half break. So on their hour and a half break, I just go to the gym and work out. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I can open my laptop up at the gym and just work out. And then when it's time, like when they're done, I'll get back on virtual. So it's been, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that in the classroom, but I can do it virtually. I can go to the gym and work out as many times as I want. So it's good. It's good. I can't complain. You know, it sucks because I like being hands-on, but being virtual has its perks, and I can't complain about the perks that it has.
Sounds like in some ways it's actually helped you out. Now, after a 30-second performance, what's the first thing you work on when you get back in the gym? I mean, it's hard to see if there are any flaws in that type of performance.
The first thing I do is take a break because I've been fighting now for so long, and fighting for so long, I know my body, and usually I'm like back in it and I'm doing all these kinds of things. And as fighters and coaches both, there's no off season in fighting. So you have to take control of your own ship and listen to your body and take rest when you can, because you take a week off and then I'll go back. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't give that mental break and that physical break, you'll just exhaust yourself. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take that mental break and just kind of decompress a little bit, and then after a week, I'm gonna go back and back to the drawing board with Solo, Zach, and Ben.